Hi, it's Amy, and we're about to start a new module. And this module is about healthy sexuality. Sexual education is a lifelong process. You spend this process forming attitudes, beliefs, values about identity, relationships, and intimacy. And in speaking about sex offenders, which is the focus of this program where all this information comes from, most of you who are sex offenders are poorly informed about healthy sexuality. As part of any sex offender treatment, it's important to explore sexual beliefs, attitudes, values, etc. Sexuality is a normal part of life. Deviant sexual urges are not. All right. Most sex offenders are curious as to how they could have committed a sexual offense against an innocent person or innocent people. Telling yourself that you promise to never do it again is great. But if you are not aware about the fact that these dangerous urges are recurring and what you can do when you have these deviant urges, then that promise you make to yourself to never do it again, albeit sincere, you won't be able to keep that promise. All right? Many people who have committed a sexual offense admit that they were initiated into sexual awareness at an early age. Obviously not an excuse for what anybody has done. However, what it does mean is that an early introduction to sexual awareness may be a factor, because when that happens, normal sexual development is interrupted. Overall, there are many factors that contribute to the development of sexual deviant urges, but early introduction into sexual awareness is one of them. This module was developed to help you gain knowledge about what constitutes healthy sexuality and to explore the factors, the harmful attitudes and behaviors for exactly why you're watching this program, because you're involved in some deviant behavior or having deviant thoughts, or you're in treatment, etc. In this module, I will discuss male and female anatomy and physiology, sex and gender attitude clarification, facts about sexually transmitted diseases, and personal skills related to healthy sexuality. Today, I'm going to start this module with a brief discussion about penis size and anxiety. For many years, the penis has been the symbol of male sexuality. Most men, in spite of what women or men have said to people, the belief is that the shape and size of the penis determines your manhood, more specifically size. I am here to tell you, not that you haven't heard this before, but that the relationship between penis size and masculinity is not based on anything factual. Nothing. It's just an assumption. A lot of men are not satisfied with the size of their penis. And they think it's either too big, they think it's too small, they have a fear that they're going to be rejected because of the size of their penis. And the assumption that most women like a man with a large penis is like saying all men like large breasts, and that is just simply not true. Everybody has their own preferences. Penis size is not related to the ability to perform sexually or to produce an orgasm in your partner. The clitoris, or the clitoris, however you pronounce it, but I am going to use the proper terms for body parts. The clitoris is responsible for the female orgasm. Physiologically speaking, the most sensitive part of the vagina is the first 2 or 3 inches past the vaginal opening. Therefore, logically speaking, a large penis is not necessary for female orgasm. Everything that is going on in that first 2 to 3 inches. All right, sexual satisfaction for men and women at its core is dependent on mutual respect and understanding, not penis size. All right, the average penis when it is flaccid and not erect is 3 to 4 inches, and the average erect penis is 6 inches. Go ahead, pat yourself on the back if you have a large penis, if you feel that's necessary, although you had nothing to do with accomplishing having a large penis size. All right? If you have been spending your life watching pornography, you may doubt that size doesn't matter, or that the average size is not what I've told you, which is 6 inches. But if your sexual knowledge is based on what you've learned through watching porn, stay tuned. Even with all of this information, many men have anxiety related to their penis size. Some men have done some ridiculous things like buying devices to make their penis bigger or looking into surgical procedures for enlargement. Some men, with such anxiety about their penis size, sometimes avoid sex altogether. Although this anxiety is not going to go away overnight, countless women and male partners, for that matter, report that penis size is absolutely not a significant factor in the quality of a sexual encounter. Got that? Write it down. Next time, I am going to give you a glossary of some anatomical terms, including some anatomical drawings. You might be surprised how very little you know about your body and the body of the opposite sex. When I worked in the state prison and I would give the men these anatomical drawings, and I asked them to label all the parts, men and women, prior to starting the module, just to get an idea of what they knew. All of them failed prior to beginning the module. So this is good information, all right? Until next time, please subscribe to this channel. Please feel free to get in touch with me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, or through this channel. And until next time, please be well.